with Kyle Snyder at the Olympic Training Center. Just completed a training camp with all the freestyle guys. How'd that go for you? How was it getting on the mat with the coaches and athletes here?
It was a great training camp. You know, we got on the mat a total of 14 times, twice a day, every single day, and wrestled a couple times on the weekend too. So I feel like I learned a lot, not only from the coaches, but from some of the great training partners that we had here. And, anytime you can wrestle with somebody new and fresh and get a different feel every day, it's just going to improve your wrestling, because you got to figure out, their positions and still get to your stuff.
So World Championships, obviously a highlight of your life and a big part of our year in wrestling this year. Did your life change after that at much at all? Or you're a world champ, you're 19 years old, and suddenly everyone seems to know who you are, right?
Right, yes. People know who I am now, I guess, and it's exciting, and get to be, up on that wall over there with some of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And when I lived here, I'd walk by those guys every single day, and I think, one day I want my picture to be up there, and I want my name to be up there as one of the best wrestlers in the world. And I still got a lot to do. I still got a lot of growth to make in the sport of wrestling, but I don't think my life's changed in any way really, other than being asked to do a little more clinics and
probably a few more interviews.
Yeah,
right?
a few more interviews too.
Yeah, I get it. So did you take much of a break after the Worlds, and how did that do? How did that help you?
Yeah, I took about a 2-week break, but I was wrestling with my little brother Kevin, who's actually coming to Ohio State next year. I was wrestling with him during that break, so I didn't really get off the mat too much, and I was still lifting and running. But after the World Championships, I was definitely a little, emotionally drained, and I need a little break from training. But at the same time, I'm so excited to wrestle in the trials, less than 3 months away, and we'll take it that step first. Just excited to wrestle in the trials.
So you went on an Olympic red shirt, and then we get a press release and a story right at the end of the year, beginning of the new year. You're going to wrestle for Ohio State this year. Talk about that decision, and also what it's going to be like wrestling heavyweights. It's a different weight class, right?
For sure, yeah, it's a different weight class. Basically, people thought I was getting bored, or wasn't getting enough matches, which is a little true. I like competing a lot, but I was happy with my Olympic red shirt, and I felt like I was improving freestyle and my freestyle wrestling a lot. But nothing's going to change because of this decision. I'm still going to be wrestling freestyle every day. I'm still going to be competing at the Oregon and Medved, and still going to be coming to all these camps. But now the coaches have gotten me a schedule where I can do all that, and also I can compete for the Ohio State Buckeyes, wrestle in a few collegiate matches at heavyweight. And it's going to be a little different wrestling the bigger guys, but I wrestle Tervel every day, and our 2 heavyweights at Ohio State, and Zach Ray, and those are some tough heavyweights, so I feel comfortable moving around that weight.
Well, you're not just doing this to wrestle, you're going to win, right? Last year you were second.
Right.
If you're going to go to the NCAAs, talk about the desire to go back there and take that tournament.
Yeah, the desire for me this year is just to be the best wrestler in the world. So, obviously, wrestling in the NCAAs and competing to the best of my ability there is important to me, and I want to help the team, and I want to do it for myself too, at the Big Tens and the Nationals. But my goal is to be the best wrestler in the world. Nothing is going to sway me from focusing on that, and I feel like that's kind of all-encompassing. If my wrestling is good enough to beat anybody in the world, then at the NCAAs, I should have a pretty good chance.
So talk about your tours coming up. What are you trying to get out of those tournaments? Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of a target on you, and that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good. Since I was in high school, I've kind of been ranked highly and been wrestling, kind of number 1 or 2 ranked in the country for almost my whole high school career, and some of college too. So I've always had that target on my back. It's really never been a problem for me. I think it's just even helped me a little bit, I think, because I like being chased. I don't like being the chaser. So, if I have to be the one chasing people, I will. But I like staying at the top and being regarded as one of the best wrestlers in my weight class. And the Oregon and Medved are both extremely tough tournaments, and usually they sent some of their best guys from some of those European and Asian countries over there, so I'm just excited to wrestle.
So over the holiday break, you and Helen Maroulis went, spent some time with some sick kids, and spent a little time sharing your life with them. Talk about that, because it got in USA Today. It was something I knew about in advance, and it seemed like both of you had a good time just working with kids that really could use some support, right?
Right. Yeah. It was an organization called Casey Cares, and it was a lot of fun working with them. It was cool having Helen there with me, because she's from Maryland. We've known each other for a while, so it was fun to be able to do that event with her. And it was also great just seeing how happy the family was and how happy the kids that were there were. And, they were just as excited as we were to, work out with them and teach them some things and show them the medal and sign some autographs and take pictures. So it was a lot of fun, and definitely before the holidays, it's something that I would like to do, every year, give back a little bit.
So what classes you taking in this semester? I mean, you weren't going to be a student.
Yeah.
What'd you sign up for?
13. I'm taking 13 credit hours. I'm taking parenting, family development, intro to search and evaluation, or something like that. I don't know.
When do you start?
They start the 13th.
Okay, so you still haven't had your first class yet.
No. So I'll focus on that tomorrow, I guess. But in the last class is something like.
Are some of them online, or you got?
They're all online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all online. So.
But back to another discipline, right?
Yeah.
You enjoy school, though, right?
I do. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't like doing homework and all that, but I know it's something that I have to do if I want to continue wrestling for Ohio State. Wrestling's my real passion, but I've always been raised that getting the best education and doing as well as you possibly can in school is just as important. So that's what I try to do.
Well, hey, we look forward to seeing you on the mat in a few weeks, and obviously it's the Olympic year, and certainly it's going to be a challenging but exciting time for everybody, right?
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, be good, Kyle.
Thanks.